It's happening. Finally, Stain makes it into the building. Okay, normally I'd edit this part out and get started hot and ready, but I need to let you know. Stain was late to court today. Stain was late to court today. And what were the consequences, you wonder? Let me let you listen to this. Did you catch that? You guessed it. Absolutely nothing. No hand gestures. No throwing. No walking away. No asking for documentation. Just, okay, let's get started. I have been avoiding saying this, but I'm going to ask you, is it because Stain is umlungu? Have you noticed any kind of different performance from the judge, that is, when there's umlungu in the building? Or should I say umlungu by the stand? I'm not saying that's what happened. I'm purely asking a question because, as you all know, the defense team and, of course, the state are all, not umlungus. But my question is there a white supremacy presence in the courthouse? I don't know. I'm still digesting that. I haven't yet formed a full opinion yet, but you will be the first to know when I do. You know what? I digress. Let's get straight into it. We waited for Steyn the entire week, plus the additional hour and a half where he was late. Okay?
Are we ready, sir?
As the court, please, my lord, we apologize for the late start. We've already placed on record that the flight of Colonel Steyn was delayed. Secondly, my lord, regarding logistical arrangements for today, the defense has surprised us of the fact that they have an appointment with their ballistic expert at 1300 hours today. And they request that we sit until 1300 hours. There's no objection from the state side, my lord. Yes.
And this particular witness, will he be through by then?
No, not at all, my lord. We'll just see how far we go with him. But he's here for the entire week, my lord.
Okay.
It's no problem
All right.
at all.
Okay, fine then.
You know what? Baloy is a very smart man. He comes to us, he presents that Steyn was late. He says it really neutral. No extracurricular words, nothing to highlight there. Just, you know what? He's late. He's here now. Let's go. But my lord, the defense surprised us. Did he have to use the word surprised? Why is he throwing the defense under the bus? They need to go at 1 o'clock to talk to Mr. Ballistic Expert that they've needed to do since October. Why are you throwing the defense under the bus? Why the choice of word of the word surprise? I didn't like that, Baloy. I truly didn't like that. You know what else I didn't like? I didn't like somebody leaving in the comment section. Okay, first time commenting on this channel. Did you guys know we can see that? Did you guys know we can see, like, if you comment on the channel at all, ever? First comment ever on the channel, and you're coming in guns blazing, okay, on my video. You're choosing violence. And your comment is on about a whole 60-minute video. And you're commenting every 2 seconds. Say what now? Sir, I've never uploaded a 60-minute video. In fact, I couldn't, because that would take me so long. But I digress. The audacity to say I comment every 2 seconds. And I want to say to the Unfiltered family, I see you gathered, the troops. One commenter said, you should have just watched. You should have just liked and left silently. I love that. Not just watch and go, like and leave. That is such great advice. But there we go. Judge Ratha, what did he do? He just needed to know if Steyn was going to be finished his testimony by 1 p.m. If that is not shots fired, I don't know what is. Why would Steyn be finished by 1 p.m.? Is Judge Ratha so ambitious? They produced a 19-page document last week. Why would that mean everything? The state and all the defense lawyers, 5 of them that is. What in the hogwash is that? But you know what? Of course, there was no discussions around being late, not being late again, the state to improve upon that, like the lectures that the defense would have received had it been their witness. No, nothing of the sort. My goodness. But let's finally get into it, okay? Here we go.
The witness is going to make use of new exhibits. Is exhibit triple K1.
Yeah, before we start, I'm told your health is not that well.
That's right.
So if you want to sit down, you can sit down.
Okay, thank you.
Because I'm told you were hospitalized some week ago or so.
That's correct.
Okay, fine.
Thank you.
Yeah, you say triple K.
Yes, triple K1,
Ah,
triple K2, triple K3,
yeah.
triple K4, triple K5, and lastly triple K6, which is his affidavit that was requested by the defense, in particular Mr. Mzansi, when we adjourned on Tuesday.
Yeah, I must make this clear. It's requested by Mr. Mzansi,
Yes, my lord.
this affidavit. It
Yes,
was
yes.
based on the ages. And I don't know, is it correct that all of you, Mr. Mzansi, you subscribed to the request which you said the state should accede to in connection with the evidence of the witness here?
Court, please, my lord, it was my request. I'm not sure with other colleagues.
Mr. Ramusipidi,
My lord, we subscribe to the affidavit that has been finished.
Mr. Mnisi,
As it is the court, my lord, once it gets used here at court as an exhibit, then it becomes, for all intents and purposes, a court record, my lord.
Mr. Umalo,
I've received the exhibit triple K6. Thank you.
Ms. Mshololo.
I confirm the receipt, my lord.
You know, I don't want to hack back to my experience in this court. You remember we did the same with Mr. House.
Yes,
You remember?
yes.
At that stage, Mr. Nis was supposed to cross-examine Mr. House, and problems arose regarding how he should go about adducing his evidence.
Indeed, my lord.
And all of you had a discussion how you want to go about it, and you all agreed, you remember?
Yes.
And then I made a ruling that Mr. House will be re-examined from the beginning by everybody after having been cross-examined by Mr. Ngomezulu, Mr. Ramsipiti. And I said, the defense, to be fair, in the interest of justice, you can commence the cross-examination of Mr. House as from the beginning of his evidence. You remember that?
Indeed, my lord.
I heard Ms. Mshololo, and I don't want to be laboring this thing, saying an injustice was committed in this court when Mr. House gave evidence. I'll leave it at that. An injustice. And I thought it was by agreement. Okay, you heard me. Okay, so the witness in there.
As the court pleases, just before the witness is sworn in, the witness.
Man, I don't even know what to say. You know what? We're just going to have to. Every time I keep saying, okay, let's get into it, something else happens. Like having Steyn on the stand is proving to be a stain, okay? It is not going to happen in this video. Because what? We've got to talk about this Judge Ratha versus Mshololo moment. Bada bum, bada bam. That was a Puma Pandle Silwe moment. And where did that come from on a Monday morning? So one thing I learned today, Judge Ratha will hold that grudge. He will hold that grudge. That moment you think he has forgotten or forgiven, boom, he will bring it back up. That was beyond petty on a Monday morning. Mshololo, shots fired. And Mshololo just looked down. That was such a defeating moment. Like, I haven't even said anything today except agree. with subscribing to what the state wants with such grace and poise, but to be attacked and called out by Judge Ratha. You see, in a conflict, I prefer let's go head on right there and there in the moment. Let's handle it, let's settle it, and then never bring it up again. I felt that's how it works in the adult world. But this thing of I will quote you and double quote you weeks later. Do you guys remember when that happened? You guys remember? I think it was, Ngome Zulu, Judge Ratha is right. Ngome Zulu and Ramasipili had cross-examined hosts, okay? And of course, it was just chaos. It was too much. The people were not loving it. And then it was going to be Mnisi's turn. No, Mnisi was in the middle. Mnisi had started. And then he was going to continue because he had asked a question. Remind me again, guys, because, Judge Ratha caught us off by surprise. I can't really remember all the details. But remind me if you remember. What was the specifics? Mnisi had gone halfway through. And then Jiggy. Oh, I even remember. Actually, Mnisi had to apologize to host. Do you guys remember? That's how bad that session was. Guess who caught smoke? Guess who caught smoke today? On Today O'Clock. The woman-in-law. How unfair is that? Does Judge Ratha have issues with Mshololo? Or it is regardless of the gender, it is just really, it is what Mshololo did. But how about the part of Mnisi? Because that was in the same session. Mnisi did what? Mnisi called out hosts and asked for the recording to be played. It never got played. We played it here on this channel and determined that Mnisi didn't need to apologize. But Mnisi went ahead and apologized, even though host did say it. Oh, I wish I could quote myself on all the things that happened then, but I'll look up the video, I'll put it here, and you guys can watch it. You know what? I'm going to end this video here because we might as well just start a separate video and just start a separate video. Otherwise, it's going to be too long because Steyn finally is on the stand. I'm so sorry about that, but yeah, let me separate the video so that we keep it going. That is it from me today. Well, for this video, that is. More videos are coming. That is it from me today. If you've made it this far in the video, you absolutely know you have my heart. Thanks for watching all the ads because what? It keeps the lights on. So, you know what? This is the channel. Okay, thank you so much for all your support, all your love. Oh my God. Yeah, thanks for starting my Monday showing such love. I absolutely enjoy the community we have built around here. And we never have like trolls in the comment section. I have like maybe 5 maximum jailbirds who I've put in my comment section jail. They can never, ever, they can comment. But no one will ever see their comments. So I think 5 is a good number. Like we don't attract trolls in that sense. But for someone to say I comment every 2 seconds, like that was so shocking. I do know, and you guys know it. I mean, that's why I'm queen of I digress. I am self-aware that I talk too much. But for someone to say my commentary is every 2 seconds, which video? You know what? I'll wait for you as Vivo 2515 drops a link in the comment section down below. Lets me know which video where I spoke 2 seconds every 2 seconds. And also I need that video where it was 60 minutes long. All right, that's it from me. Thanks for watching. If you're watching from outside the club, oh my God, subscribe because today's gonna be lit. Lit over here. And please subscribe. It costs you absolutely nothing. Okay, it just helps the channel reach its own personal goals. Okay, as a family over here. I guarantee you can subscribe and never comment. That would hurt my heart, but that's okay. At least you've contributed to the channel. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Share these videos today because Steyn is back to clean up the stains, okay? Pinky darling, we haven't got started. Do you think that Steyn watched my video from yesterday? Because a certain lady is not in the gallery. Oh my God. This is a developing story.
I heard Ms. Mshololo, and I don't want to be laboring this thing, saying an injustice was committed in this court when Mr. House gave evidence. I'll leave it at that.